3 stories by Paul Beckman. Story number 1. Dental floss debate. Good versus not so good. Murph picked weeds for 4 of his neighbors from the age of 5 until he was 8. On his 8th birthday, he passed out flyers offering to shop, babysit, or clean up before or after parties or barbecues. When he was 12, he was allowed to have a paper route and built it up from 50 customers to almost 100. Along with that, he mowed lawns and did odd jobs for some of his customers. Soon, his mother gave up taking in laundry. Murph was always in great demand. Mrs. Lacey tossed him a juicy tangerine after he handed her the paper, and, later on, while sitting on Mrs. Stewart's steps, trying to get the silk from the tangerine out from between his teeth, Mrs. Stewart's brought him a packet of dental floss and taught him how to use it. He carried the dental floss everywhere, and kept the new in one pocket and the used in the other. Murph concentrated on making a dental floss ball, and when it got to be 4 feet, he hoisted it out of his basement with a fulcrum and put it on his childhood radio flyer red wagon and covered it with a SpongeBob sheet. After that, he went around town charging a nickel to look at it and a dime to look and touch. He'd take your picture with it for $1, and pretty soon, after the local papers featured him in an article, he was able to quit his other jobs and become a major contributor to his family's income, allowing his father to leave his second job. All the while, Murph continued adding to his now 5-foot ball of floss. It grew to 5.5 feet and became too heavy for him to roll into the basement, so he went through the kitchen door, down the basement steps, and over the hatchway to pull it down. But then the rainy season came, and the floss began absorbing water. It became both heavier and smaller when Murph gave it one final tug, and it rolled down the steps and atop Murph, crushing the life out of him. At the viewing, Murph's casket was set low, so well-wishers could see him, or at least see parts that weren't welded to his beloved floss ball. His face remained just as it had at the end, with a surprised, mouth-open look, eyebrows raised up high, arms wrapped around the floss, and one leg stuck out at a 90-degree angle. And that was how Murph went to his final resting place, in a box stamped Steinway, while his parents collected $5 a head to view and $10 for a picture standing next to him. Story number 2. Help is on the way. Help is on the way, ma'am. This is my 3rd call, and there's still no help here. It's been a busy night, ma'am, but help is on the way. You people keep telling me this, and the commercial on TV says it, but on the TV, help is really on the way, and is there in no time. We're doing our best, ma'am. Believe me, help is on the way. I don't know how much more of this stuff I can take. If help is on the way, how far from here did they start out? Be calm now and explain your problem to me. But I've already gone over this with 2 other help is on the way people. I understand that, but please explain your problem to me. I'm lying naked on the bathroom floor with my hand and arm stuck in the toilet. How did you come to be in that position? I told the others. Please continue, ma'am. I was coming out of the shower, and I sneezed a whopper of a sneeze, and my teeth went flying out of my mouth and into the toilet. I fell forward and flushed the toilet accidentally, with my left hand, and my right hand grabbed my teeth just as they landed in the bowl, and the suction pulled my hand into the hole. Is your hand stuck? Yes. And what about your teeth? They're in my hand. If you let go of your teeth, would you still be stuck? If I let go of my teeth, I'd be stuck without my teeth. Sounds like you ought to let go of your teeth and stand up and put a robe or something on. And lose my teeth? Well, ma'am, that'll get you in an upright position. Well, maybe so, but I defrosted a steak for tonight and I won't be able to chew it. Hold on 1 minute, please. Help is on the way. How many more times are you going to make that poor lady tell the story before you send someone over? It cracks me up, but I guess enough is enough. I'll tell her that help is on the way. Soon. Tell her soon. Everyone's at dinner now. Story number 3. President's Day, 247. We're practically giving our cars away on this President's Day, the ads on the TV and newspapers boldly exclaimed. So being almost in the market for a new car, I went to New Car Alley, looking at these best deals shown to me by their best salesmen, all wearing blue blazers, and they all ask, "Are you ready to buy?" And I tell them, almost, and they would show me their absolute best deal, but the models they show as practically giving away were stripped down models. So by the time you added FM to the AM radio, power to the roll down washers, reasonable horsepower, a full year warranty, windshield washers, a second sun visor, back window defroster, a second set of keys, and then finding out they were sending you on your way with only 2 gallons of gas, they were overcharging by 5%, and I told them so, and went on my way to get in line at Walmart for the real bargains on President's Day in white goods. But first, I stopped at Costco, because I'd built up an appetite and would sample my way around the store a few times and get lunch out of the way. But when I showed back up at the Italian sausage lady the second time and took her full just off the griddle samples, she called the manager, who escorted me out again and reminded me there was no such thing as a free lunch. Paul Beckman's had over 300 stories published online, in print, and via audio. A few magazines include Litro, Playboy, Blue Fifth Review, Flash Frontier, Matter Press, Jellyfish Magazine, Thrice Fiction, and Literary Orphans. His latest collection, Peak, is available on his blog, www.pinkesbee.com. The music in this episode is by Sealand. You can find more of their work, including their album Dark Days, at sealand.bandcamp.com.